All right, thanks, guys. We are once again coming off an incredible 5-0 day on my Patreon website yesterday. And of course, that's a site that I operate that gives you premium daily sports picks beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. And because we went a perfect 5-0 yesterday, that's going to improve our daily best play package record to 7-2 in our last 9. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But before we go ahead and move on, let's go ahead and take a look at some Belarusian Vysshaya Liga soccer action. Now, these are the non-reserves. There's a reserve league and a non-reserve league. These are the non-reserves. And we're going to go ahead and start off with Slavia Mozir squaring off against FC Minsk in an 8 a.m. Eastern showdown. Slavia Mozir is the plus money favorite at plus 110. Totals at 2 goals, juice to the over, and the draws plus 220. Now, if you like Minks in an upset, they're currently plus 270 on the money line and plus 105 catching the half point on the goal line. And speaking of Minks, they're currently in the middle of a 3-match losing streak where they failed to score a goal in each and every one of those defeats. FC Minsk was shut out by the likes of Rook Brest, Bate Borisov, and an energetic BGU during that span. Minsk has also given up 9 total goals on the season, which is the most in the Vysshaya Liga. Meanwhile, on the other side, Slavia Mozir's lost just 1 out of their last 4 Vysshaya Liga matchups. They beat the likes of Bate Borisov and Dynamo Brest during that span. They're also giving up just 1 goal per game on average during that span as well. Now, total-wise, 4 out of Mozir's last 5 Vysshaya Liga matches got over the total of 2 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, just 1 out of FC Minsk's last 5 stayed under that number themselves. So this might not be too bad of a spot for overbettors here. I'm going to go ahead and lean toward the plus money favorite, Slavia Mozir plus $1.10, getting the job done for some plus money cash. And the over 2 goals in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick time out and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Saturday's Vysshaya Liga action. Happy Saturday to you. Actually, it's Friday right now, the time I'm recording this, but chances are you'll either be seeing this on Friday or Saturday. So happy Friday and happy Saturday to you. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. Now, before we go ahead and move on with the program, I just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. Once again, we went a perfect 5-0 yesterday across the board on that website. We're also 7-2 straight up in our last 9 daily best play tier package plays as well. That's a very good package for us right now. We do daily premium sports picks on that website beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. We also have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. Currently, we have well over 675 members currently signed up and active on that page. Now, you might be wondering, why would all those folks sign up to receive Patreon picks, where they can get them right here for free on YouTube? And that's certainly a great point, a great concern. But there is a big problem with me handicapping every single game that's on the board, side and total. And the problem is this. If you were to go ahead and bet every single game that's on the board that I put out here on YouTube, side and total, you're certainly, well, almost guaranteeing yourself failure. And I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. If you're going to bet every single game that's on the slate with your hard-earned money, it's certainly not a winning formula for success. And as a matter of fact, it's a recipe for disaster. The books are way too smart. They're way too sharp. They certainly have a lot more money than you and I do combined to be able to absorb that kind of action. And most important, guys, the math becomes aggressively against you the more and more games you play like that. So what I do on Patreon is I make life a lot easier for you. I break it down and focus in on just 3 to 4 premium selections per day, sometimes 5, like yesterday where we went 5-0. But they're high percentage picks, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current Patreon record is a whole lot better than it is here on YouTube, handicapping every single game that is on the board, side and total. And the good news is this. If you want to go ahead and check out my current Patreon record, you can access that right now. You can actually do that for free right now. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. It's located right on the homepage. As a matter of fact, I'll include a link in the comments section below as well. But once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this next game. All starts Eastern Standard Time. On deck, we've got Gorodea taking on Bate Borisov in a 10 a.m. showdown. Borisov's minus 170 on the money line, totals 2.5, juice to the under, and the draws plus 265. If you like Gorodea in an upset, they're currently the $5 underdog and plus $1 catching the point on the goal line. But despite being the heavy underdog in this one, Gorodea is currently on a 3-match win streak with all victories coming by way of shutout. They defeated the likes of Energetic BGU, Dynamo Minsk, and Belshina during that stretch. They've also given up just 3 total goals on the season in 5 games, which actually ranks 3rd in the 16-team league. Gorodea currently has 9 total points on the season, which is just 1 point behind first place in the division as well. Now Borisov on the other side, despite being favored, a little bit of a different story as they've been victorious in just 2 out of their last 5 league games, including losses to the likes of Slavia Mozhir and Energetic BGU. Now, total-wise, 2 out of Borisov's last 3 stayed under the total of 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, all 5 of Gorodea's matches this year stayed under the total of 2.5. The highest scoring matchup they've been in this season was a 2-0 contest versus Shakhtar. So it looks like a pretty good spot for under bettors here. It also looks like we have ourselves a live dog in this fight here. I'm going to lean Gorodea plus $5, getting the job done for some plus money cash, some plentiful plus money cash, and the under 2.5 goals in that contest. And with that, we're going to slide into our next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Dynamo Brest squaring off against Shakhtar Sologorsk in a noontime matinee. Brest is the plus money favorite in this one at plus $1.45 with the total at 2, juice to the over. The draw is currently plus 230, and if you like Shakhtar in an upset, they're currently plus 185 on the money line and plus $1 on the goal line. And speaking of Shakhtar, they're winless in their last 3 Vysshaya Liga outings, scoring just 1 total goal amongst those 3 contests. They lost by the score of 2-1 to FK Slutsk, while playing Smolovici and Grodno both to a 0-0 tie respectively. They also lost the season opener 1-0 to Torpedo Belaz, which marks the 3rd time that this squad has been shut out thus far in the season. Now, Shakhtar scored just 3 total goals thus far in league play, and they are currently in 14th place in the 16-team division with just 5 points. Brest, on the other side, dropped just 2 out of their last 5, with marquee wins over the likes of Izlak and FK Slutsk. Dynamo Brest currently has 7 total points on the season, which is just 3 points back of first place currently. Now, total-wise, just 2 out of Brest's last 5 league games actually got over the total of 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, just 1 out of Shakhtar's last 5 league games got over that number themselves, with 4 out of those 5 actually staying under the 2.5. So it looks like a pretty good spot for under bettors here. I'm going to go ahead and lead toward the plus money favorite in this spot. Give me Dynamo Brest plus 145, getting the job done for some plus money cash and the under 2.5 goals in that contest. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage, where we went 5-0 in our premium picks on that website yesterday. Shout out to Chemo136, Brandon Saunders, Jeremy Wesley, Shrestha Gupta, Joseph Moylan, Bill McMahon, Tanner Ivy, Kyle McGrath, Billy Boogaloo, Armando Garcia. Shout out to Going Crazy, Naeem Kukoser, Mark Jones, Goodnight Munchie. Shout out to the Sauce Sensei Master Drip Lord. And last but certainly not least, gotta give a shout out to my man, Marcus Rhymecans. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Just a reminder, once again, we are red hot on that Patreon website. We went 5-0 yesterday. I know I said that before, but certainly a great day for us yesterday. And I try to always remember to tell you this. If you sign up for Patreon, we will bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you sign up today, you're going to get billed today, and then you're going to get billed on the first of the month. So it's not like you sign up today, you get 30 days. It's just the way that Patreon settles things. Not a great policy, but it is what it is. So your best bet is to either sign up now or maybe even wait to the first of the month in May. But it's really up to you. It's all great stuff. It's all great content. And really, one day of service pays for itself. But anyway, guys, once again, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Friday or Saturday to you, depending on what day you're watching this. Happy weekend to you. Good luck to you. Best of luck to you. And don't forget to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.